Wow, what a start to the day. We've got cloud inversion in the valley, and what a sunrise. Definitely worth getting out of bed for on a Monday morning. So I came here yesterday morning, about 11 o'clock. I couldn't get parked. What a difference a day makes. Being able to come midweek and get places to yourself has probably been the main perk for me when it comes to being a YouTuber. So this week, it's been 12 months that I've been doing YouTube full time. So I thought it'd be a really good time to give you a bit of an update about how it's gone really over the last 12 months. So believe it or not, it's quite a tough decision to give up the day job. YouTube is not a career path, well I didn't think it was anyway, for a bloke in his mid to late 40s. It's for young people, trendy people, influencers, whatever you want to call them, riding around on like skateboards with one wheel and stuff like that. Not for people filming camping and tent reviews. I need to show you this. Look at that. Clouds rolling through the valleys. Stunning. So the plan was to get out camping more, film loads of videos, and give me, Joe and the kids a better lifestyle really. And for the first 2 or 3 months, everything was really peachy. I was churning out 2 videos a week and doing what I wanted to do. Loving life. So a few people had said that turning your hobby into a job wouldn't end well and I'd start to resent it. But I never felt that at all for the first few months. But I did start to feel a different kind of pressure. You know, I now had to make my hobby pay the bills. So the company I used to work for, they stopped paying me for some reason. So all of my income had to come from what Joe was earning and from what we were getting from YouTube AdSense, a little bit of sponsorship and things like that really. But this was a bit inconsistent. The amounts were up and down, wasn't always even on the same day. So making sure that there was money in the bank for the mortgage became a little bit more of pressure. So the more videos I churned out, the less views and revenue I seemed to get. Constantly trying to feed an algorithm, it's harder than it looks. So you would think that being YouTube full time would mean that I was getting out camping a lot more. And it wasn't quite like that. Too much other stuff going on. We were planning for the wedding. I was filming and editing 2 videos a week. Family life and trying to set up a new business. All took quite a lot of time. I can't make my mind up which is prettier. The temperature inversions or that sunrise this morning. Lucky enough to get both though. So I've still managed to cram quite a lot in the last 12 months. Definitely been camping more. I've managed a few multi-day trips. I got to camp in Scotland in the Cairngorms, Snowdonia. I've had a go at hot tent camping as well. That was warm. And I've had some brilliant opportunities that I might not have had if I wasn't a YouTuber. Been to a couple of events, met some really lovely people. Got to visit the Rab factory to see how the down sleeping bags are put together. Met the people that have actually been doing it for 30, 40 years, some of them. And it was nice to meet up with lots of other people from the outdoors community. I went up to the Lake District with Outdoors Magic magazine, testing equipment alongside some of the top gear reviewers in the country. I've been camping shitloads with Andy Beavers. He's been brilliant over the last 12 months. And I got to go camping with Sandy, aka Wiltshireman, on YouTube. I've been a fanboy of his for 10 years. Some of the best people that I've met are you guys that watch all the videos at the outdoor expo in Birmingham. People were literally queuing up to say hello. It was lovely. So all of the people that stopped me in the hills or in Morrison's to say hello, even up here today, Colin stopped to say that he enjoys watching the videos. Nice to meet you, mate. I wouldn't be able to do this without all you guys. So a big thank you for that. Look at all those camper vans. So we've used the camper van a fair bit this year. We haven't done many videos with it though. It's been more of mine and Joe's escape. So a holiday from this, so to speak. We've been to the Lake District, Wales, Worcestershire, one or two random places as well. And no, I still haven't finished it. Reggie's still a bit of a nutter. He's got a sister now though, Mabel. She's even more of a nutter. We've had her since June. We'll introduce you to her in a video pretty soon. So before I talk about gear, I'll mention the elephant in the room. The last 12 months hasn't been all plain sailing. Probably around 6 months ago, I started to struggle a little bit with stuff going off in my head. Anxieties, pressure. I was paying far too much attention to things like YouTube data and analysis and what the so-called experts were telling me that I needed to do to be successful. At that time I was defining success by how many views I'd got, how many subscribers I'd got, how much money was going in the bank. And I'd lost my way a little bit and forgotten why I'd actually took this path. So you might have seen the video. I had a little bit of a meltdown, shall we say. But that has actually been good for me. It's grounded me a little bit more. I've had a reset and a rethink about what's really important in life. And the amount of support that I've had from family, friends, all of you guys. It's been amazing. I've always been the kind of person that bottles things up, keeps things to myself. However, I'm a lot more of an open book now, and I'm much happier to express my feelings. So not only has it helped me loads, but I've had hundreds of messages from people that have said that it's helped them as well. At the time, I saw that as a weakness on my part, but now I don't see it as weak. I saw it as me just being a bit vulnerable. They're two totally different things. And we're all vulnerable at some points in our life. I suppose I best mention gear a little bit. I've got way too much of it. Last count up, I think I've got 15 tents, which is obscene to be honest. Although my channel is about showing you different types of gear, not all of that gets used, so I am going to be trimming that down a little bit. So that's almost it for the last 12 months. However, back in August was the start of my best adventure yet. Me and Joe got married. We had a brilliant day. We've already got off to a flyer. As you guessed, honeymoon number one was in a tent, and then we had 10 days in Italy. We both want to make the most of life. You're only here once, aren't you? And I wouldn't be where I am without Joe's support, motivation, kicks up the arse, telling me that I'm wrong. You know the score. Hey, before I head home, I'm going to quickly mention money. YouTube revenue doesn't pay the bills by itself. There's lots of other things going off in the background. Things like the website, so a big thanks to everybody that's bought a t-shirt or a bobble hat, those kind of things. They all help to, to hopefully mean we can have some heating on this winter. If you've bought anything through the affiliate links in the description, big thanks for that. Doesn't cost you any more, but we do get a little bit of a kickback from Amazon and what have you. Thank you so much to everybody that's bought us a coffee, subscribe to Patreon, YouTube memberships. What else have we got? The super thanks feature. There's loads of different things, and every little bit has really helped us, and we really do appreciate it. So the plan 12 months ago was for Joe to have given up the day job after 3 or 4 months and to concentrate on our business. But we're not been able to do that yet. So if you think that YouTube is a cash cow, It's not. And the economy isn't doing great at the moment, so it might mean that you see 1 or 2 more sponsored videos on the channel. It's not something that I wanted to do, but you know, the way that things are going at the moment, you can't afford to turn it down sometimes. Anyway, the last 12 months has been quite the adventure. Here's to the next 12.